simply understood that aggressive buyers were failing to break above the level. Now, this is the absorption area. So again, with the absorption, if I just if I share my entry, this is, yeah, exactly. So this was the entry here. So ES shorts, 15-minute fair value gap created at 7 a.m. Eastern, break below at 9:45, retest at 10:05, right? Massive absorption of aggressive buyers. So this is what we're going to be focusing on. So this was the trade entry just below that red line over here, which is basically this dash line over here. This is where your entry would be valid. So what you're looking for, this is the whole cycle, right? This is the whole cycle. You want to see price doing a break and retest. So for me, this is the break, this is the retest, and then we only enter after the retest. And that's why we had price melting the way we did, right? Bit of a patient trade, but eventually we did go on to melt. Now the question becomes, how can you catch this, right? So you need to know what's going on in region 1, region 2, and now the third region. The third region was what we're going to be focusing on here. So my entry for that day was 68.77, and we want to be focusing on this region. So this was the retest, right? The two areas I've circled are going to is the main reason I took the short, right? So this was the main reason I took the short. Now, just going to bring these together. What was going on over here? Who can tell me what was going on over here? So what we saw was this price action here break to the downside, and of course when we get to our line we see another break to the downside. So we really want to focus on this region here, and that corresponds to this region here. So I know the numbers are a bit small, but the numbers in order flow are not as important as understanding the delta. When you see a lot of blue, right? So we see a lot of blue delta here, a lot of blue delta here, same with here, same with here, and then we eventually melt down. So from a logical perspective, if I were to show you this image, what this represents is we see a ton of aggressive buyers hitting the ask, right? A ton of aggressive buyers hitting the ask. There are more aggressive buyers than aggressive sellers. And then we, of course, break below that red line, which I spoke about